Lately, I've conducted a Facebook survey on back pain and sciatica support group, and the question was, what is the most difficult for you to deal with? The answer was, well, what's the most difficult for people to deal with is not knowing what to do anymore with their pain. And you know, I'm not really surprised about this, because if you look at the content of the groups, I mean, it all goes around do heat, do cold, do ultrasound, do electrotherapy, do an MRI, do this, do that, do blah, 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 blah. It's fireworks of ideas and things, and nothing follows a clear strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you don't have structure, you don't have visibility, you don't have logic. And without logic, well, patients are lost, obviously. Therefore, I'd like to show you the point of doing a analysis of what we call pathomechanics, which is the mechanics leading to the pathology, and how we can use this as a reasoning to actually create a treatment plan. Plan means structure, means strategy. Look, let's take the example of a hernia. A hernia is this. It is DAC, this bit of the disc popping out. You see that I've created that by making a round back and compressing. Okay, so it's both together that create the hernia. I need compression and I need a round back. Hence, we will reason according to two triangles. Triangle number one will be the biomechanical triangle. We will say, well, if you don't want a hernia, you don't want a round back, i.e. we will chase all the situations in which you slouch. That does not mean, though, that we will seek for a hollow back. No, we'll look for what's neutral between round and hollow. Other edge of the triangle, we will avoid compression or limit compression, because, I mean, gravity creates compression. So there is a certain amount of compression which is unavoidable, but we don't want too much of it. And next to that, as some compression is unavoidable, we will learn how to actively decompress. Therefore, our first triangle says, well, we will work on three axes: avoid round backs, avoid compression, decompress actively. The second triangle tells us when and how we're going to do that. One edge of this triangle will be the environment at home, the environment at work, and these environmental considerations are what we call ergonomics. Yeah, or it's part of the ergonomics. Is how do we choose our chair, how do we choose our couch, how do we tune them so as to make sure that they don't provoke, for example, a round back. The second edge of the second triangle will be habits. Habits is what you do, willingly or not, consciously or not, with every muscle and joint. So we will reprogram your brains so as to change what you think is natural. And the third edge of this triangle will be exercising. As I told you, we will do our best to actively decompress. Well, this happens by creating an exercising routine. So we need to find a way to fit that. And basically, what we will do is follow a strategy, and this is where expertise strikes in, which is one, adapted to your reality, your daily life, your personality, your pain, your everything. Two, we will look for the low-hanging fruit so that the first success is just at reach, because this is important for your motivation and for you to be able to continue the program. And three, we will follow, say, a logical order, which is go from simple to complex, from 2D to 3D, from light to heavy, and from quite simple, just sit, stand, to your real daily activities. And this is where we will customize the program. I mean, if you're a tennis player, well, we will do different things at the end of the program than if you're a violin player, for example. You see? So one triangle is about biomechanics, The other triangle is about how do we approach all that. And we will mix these triangles so as to create a strategic plan which doesn't go in every direction. It's about decompressing, about avoiding roundbacks, about avoiding compression in your habits, in your environment, and in your exercising pattern. And every time we want to find the reason for something, we can go back to this double triangle. Sometimes there will be an effect, we preserve. Sometimes there won't be an effect, we modify or remove. And that is the way to regain clarity, because we regain structure and strategy.